Join us on a journey of growth, resilience, and sincere connection as we unravel the captivating story of the oak and the acorn. Don't miss a moment of this heartwarming tale. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there stood an ancient oak tree named Elara. With branches that reached out like strong, weathered arms, Elara had witnessed the passing of countless seasons. Her bark was etched with the stories of generations, and her roots ran deep into the earth, anchoring her in a place she had called home for centuries. Underneath the shade of Elara's sprawling branches, a young acorn named Aiden lay nestled in the soil. He was but a tiny speck compared to the majestic oak, yet he aspired to grow as tall and wise as Elara one day. Every morning, as the sun's first rays pierced through the leaves, Elara would speak to Aiden in a whisper that only the two of them could understand. "Good morning, Aiden," Elara would say, her voice a gentle rustle in the breeze. "How did you sleep?" Aiden would respond with enthusiasm. "I had the most wonderful dream, Elara. I saw myself standing tall just like you, and providing shelter and comfort to those who seek it." Elara smiled, her leaves rustling in approval. "That is a noble dream, dear Aiden. With time, patience, and care, you will grow to be just as strong and resilient as the oak you admire." Years passed, and Aiden continued to grow under Elara's watchful eye. The village around them changed. Homes were built, and generations of families came and went. But Elara and Aiden remained constants in the ever-changing world. They shared stories, secrets, and dreams, their roots intertwined beneath the earth, forming a bond that transcended time itself. Aiden's growth was slow but steady, and as the seasons turned, he developed into a young sapling. His leaves shimmered in the sunlight, and his branches stretched upward with determination. The villagers, too, marveled at Aiden's progress and the sincerity of his relationship with Elara. One stormy night, a powerful gale swept through the village. Rain pelted the earth, and thunder roared like a furious beast. Elara shielded Aiden as best she could, her branches absorbing the worst of the storm's fury. When the morning sun broke through the clouds, Aiden and Elara stood battered but unbroken. "Thank you, Elara," Aiden said, his voice filled with gratitude. "You protected me through the storm, just as you have protected me all these years." Elara rustled her leaves affectionately. "It is the duty of the strong to protect the vulnerable, dear Aiden, and one day you will do the same for others." As the years passed, Aiden grew taller and stronger, his roots reaching deeper into the earth. He, too, became a source of shade and solace for the villagers, just as he had dreamed. Under his branches, they found refuge from the scorching sun and the worries of the world. One fateful day, as the sun hung low in the sky, casting long shadows over the village, Aiden noticed something unusual. Elara's leaves, which had always been vibrant and green, had begun to wither, and her branches drooped. "Elara, what's happening?" Aiden asked, his voice filled with concern. Elara sighed, her voice weary and soft. "My time has come, dear Aiden. I have lived a long and fulfilling life. But now it is time for me to return to the earth and make way for the next generation." Tears welled up in Aiden's eyes. "I don't want you to go, Elara. You've been my friend, my mentor, and my shelter all these years." Elara smiled weakly. "Our relationship has been one of the most sincere and beautiful bonds that can exist between two beings. But remember, Aiden, life is a cycle, and every end is a new beginning. I will always be a part of you, as you will always be a part of this land." With those words, Elara's branches began to crumble, and her leaves scattered to the wind. Aiden stood there, his heart heavy with grief, as he watched his beloved friend return to the earth. In the years that followed, Aiden grew into a magnificent oak, just as he had dreamed. He provided shade, shelter, and solace to the villagers, just as Elara had done for centuries. And though he missed his dear friend, He knew that their bond was eternal, transcending the boundaries of time and mortality. And so, the village continued to thrive, its heart and soul embodied by the enduring relationship between the ancient oak, Elara, and the young sapling, Aiden. Their story served as a reminder that sincere relationships, like the roots of trees, run deep and hold steadfast, even in the face of the passage of time and the inevitable changes of life. And in the shade of Aiden's branches, the villagers found comfort, solace, and a connection to the past, a past that lived on in the enduring bond of an oak.